back everybody to my Tekkit tutorial series. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use the new Forcefield object which is added in the new Tekkit build. Now, what we'll be covering today is how to make this happen. As you can see now, we have a red force field circling around us, and you cannot break these blocks whatsoever. And if you are in survival mode, let's just turn off graded mode real quick. You go against that and you get zapped. So today we'll be figuring out how to use that, which is actually pretty difficult, so let's get to it. First, let's find a fresh area where we can build our new force field. Okay, first thing we're going to need, item recipes. I'm not going to tell you how to build all these things, but if you ever want to figure out how to craft something, what you're going to need to do is, I'll just get a crafting table very quick. You go to this search bar at the bottom of not enough items, you type in the block you want, so in this case we want MFFS. We want an area projector, and we want a, let's see here. Okay, we're going to want a force field core. Here we are, force field core. Now, if you actually select this, if you hit R, you can see the crafting recipes for everything needed. Alright, so let's get started. First, let's place a core. And this is a generator core, which is what gathers the energy and sends the energy to your projector, which will create our force field. So, okay, so now we have our force field over here, or our projector. Now, if we want this to start projecting, first of all, let's remove that. We need a lever, so a lever. Okay, so actually we don't want our core placed here like this. What we need is an EU injector. What the injector does is it pretty much converts EU into the force field energy, which is called force power. So now we place our core on top of this, we place the lever on this, and here we are, we have an activated core. However, the core is not receiving power, so this next part is pretty simple. Next, we just need a MFSU and high voltage solar panel. I think all you would need is one high voltage solar panel, and you need glass fiber cable. Okay, so this MFSU is getting powered, so we'll take it over to the core, and now okay, let's see here. It should be converting energy over to, where the heck is my solar panel? Oops. Okay. Now it should, oh wait, we might need to place our MFSU the right direction. Of course I've lost the MFSUs now. Oop. There we go. Oh, and here we are. It's now giving us force power. Now this next step might be a little confusing, but I'll explain it. Each generator outputs its own frequency, a wireless frequency, to any projector or deflector, which I'm not going to go over in this video. Just going over the projector, figure out how this works. So what we need is a frequency card. But we don't want the already coded frequency card, so we want a blank frequency card. So here's a blank frequency card. And I was just going to show you the recipe real quick, which is just paper around the electronic circuit. Now we want to put our frequency card into our blank frequency card into the generator core. Now what this does is it now encodes it to the signal that the frequency of this generator core. So now when we place this inside our projector, it will say link to generator true, and the the core transfers the force power to the projector. Now we have this set to a radius of 4 and on cube mode, so when we activate this lever, here we are. We have a blank force field, unbreakable blocks, all brilliant. If we go down here, it'll build a new force block up to the bottom of its radius. Also, we can change it to sphere mode. So you can have either a sphere or a cube. And we can increase its size. So let's increase it to 16 and see how big it gets on sphere mode. And look at that. We just generated this huge sphere of unbreakable blocks, which we're completely safe in. No trespassers can reach us. Let's try setting this to 32. Now, the higher the radius you set it, the more force power it's going to take. So I think one high voltage solar panel can handle it day through night, but you might need a second one if you want to handle it through the night. I have no idea though. Now let's activate our force field thing at 32, and here we are. You can encase an entire massive base inside this thing. It also goes straight down, which I'll show you very quick. See, so here's its depth. Now, some people are going to ask, how is it that the other one was red and it zapped people when you touched it? That's what I'm going to get to now. There is a block called a MFFS zapper. So let's just search for zapper here, where it's a Forcefield zapper upgrade. Now, if we want an upgrade for our projector, all we need to do is place this next to the projector. Now, when we activate this, it's going to turn red, and here we are. We have a zapping force field now, which we can test very quick. And yeah, that nearly killed me. Okay, next thing's next. We've got our zapper upgrade all working. We can also set it to cut blocks so that if you want to have complete protection against a nuke that's going off outside our force field, what we need is a block cutter upgrade. Let's just place a crafting table so we can get this search thing to work. So let's search for cutter. Okay, so force field block cutter upgrade. Let's place it in the zapper. You can just place this right next to here. And when we do this now, if you watch closely, it will cut through all the blocks here and make a sphere. It cuts just perfectly just to fit the sphere around. So, as you see, we got our working generator, and let's go look at the force power. I have no block in hand. Okay, so yeah, we're capping at max with one high voltage solar panel, and this looks like it's going to go all through the night. So here we are. You should now know how to make a working force field, and if you have any more questions, just ask, and I will respond to you. See you next time.